All right, Econ students, it is Thursday, April 16th, 2020, the year of the pandemic. Today I'm going to work you through the last instructions for our budget project. All right, after the instructions I give you today and your efforts today, you are going to be done with the budget project. And so what I'm expecting is that you're going to wrap everything up with the instructions I'm giving you today. At a bare minimum, you are going to submit, turn in all of these documents, a spreadsheet, etc. You're going to turn all that in by next Monday at midnight. So the next time I give you a new assignment, we'll be back in the book next Tuesday. So the budget project is due, my visualization is next Monday night at midnight. So without further ado, I'm going to open up a couple different things here. So what you really can look at when you look at your budget project, all right, you have three different items. You have a slideshow, all right, and so if this is your slideshow, all right, I've got one of your classmates' slideshow, you should have been done through, over the last few weeks, we've gone through every single item, and so if you look at every single slide on your slideshow, you should have an item, all right, with a visual and from that same website proof of how much that item is going to cost for 95% of them. So this student's buying some goldfish. Here's a goldfish from a goldfish store. How much that goldfish is going to cost them, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Here's your vacation. Here's your insurance slide. All those things should be highlighted clearly. All right. Your slideshow should be done. Okay. Where you're at right now and your focus right now should be today what you're going to do. The first thing we're going to do is work on the spreadsheet. So you're going to go to your spreadsheet and so all of you should have done everything from your rent through your basic care, and you should have been able to fill in a dollar value for every single one of the 12 months, right? For many of these things, for the way this project worked out, it turned out to be fixed expenses. Your rent is the same every month, all right? Even our groceries are the same every month, right? There are some items that you only had to purchase once, your clothing, and every other month it would have been $0, or your furniture. But the one thing that will change for you month to month is your miscellaneous monthly expenses. But everything else is pretty much consistent. It's either the same every month or there's a pattern. Your basic care, you pay it once. You're off a couple months, you pay it again, et cetera, et cetera. What you're going to do today is you're going to do the grand totals for everything, okay? And so first off, I'm going to walk you through kind of how to do this. And what I've noticed is on this final instructions, I've modified my spreadsheet a little bit. And so you might want to look below the basic care and change your final items to look like mine. It'll make it easier for you to do some sums where you don't have to do all the calculations by hand. You can let the computer do this stuff. So below all of your expenses, I've listed total expenses here as my next line in this column. And so what I could do then, for example, like for March, I can just highlight all of my March expenses here, right? And then come over to the sum tab, all right, under functions, all right, this little sigma key, all right? Under functions, I can hit sum, click on sum. It'll give me a total. Click in that total expenses box or below it, and that total, $1,642, is going to pop up there, all right? Your monthly income every month is going to be the same. So if your monthly income is about $2,500, right, find the exact amount that I gave you on your slideshow for your income. I would simply copy that, all right? And for this, I could paste that $2,500, all right, in every single one of these boxes, and there's my monthly income, right? So what I do from month to month then is you do have some math that you have to do on your own. So for example, let's go to the first month of the year. If that's January for you in the way that you've set it up like my spreadsheet, most of you, if you look at your total expenses for that first month, your total expenses should be significantly above your income level, at least twice your income level if you followed the instructions that I've given you. So in this first month in my example, I spent over $5,500. My monthly income was $2,500. So what that means is my balance for that 1 month is I'm $3,097 in the hole for that first month. That should be similar for many of you, okay? And so this month I can make no credit card payment because I have no cash left over. I'm in debt. I've got $3,000 on my credit card that I can't pay off. So it'll be $0 there. And so that gives me to start, my total balance at the end of my first month is the same as my monthly balance. I'm negative $3,000 in the hole. okay? And then you'll go to your second month, add up all your expenses. Your expenses in that second month should be less than your income for that month. So my expenses in my second month were about $1,600. All right, I had $2,500 worth of income, so my balance for that month was I have $858 left over. What am I going to do with that money? You know what I'm going to do? I'll make a credit card payment. I'm going to take that $850 and pay off my credit card, or as much of it as I can. So I take that $858 and I send in a credit card payment for that amount, and that takes my credit card balance down from $3,097 in the negative to only $2,239 in the negative. Each month, you'll do something similar. Okay, and again, your total expenses will change. My example, I kept my miscellaneous expenses the same. Yours will change. But like at the end of this third month, I would have another $858 left over. I'd make another $858 credit card payment. All right. Excuse me. All right, that'd be my balance. And I'd make another $858 credit card payment. All right. That would take my balance from $2,239, subtract $800 from that. That takes me down to about $1,400 in the hole. So each month, what you'll be doing throughout the beginning of the first 5 or 6 months of the year, it'll take many of you about 5 or 6 months to get out of debt. And maybe sometime during this, you'll take a vacation that 6th month and you might go back into debt. The next month, when you have money left over, you make a credit card payment and you get yourself out. At some point, your credit card balance will get into the positive number. So maybe it gets to $400 here in May. And you have a monthly balance, all right, the next month of, I got another $800. The next month, now your total balance is up to $1,200. So you've got to do the math, okay? You can do sum by highlighting whatever you want to sum. So let's say, for example, I want to sum up all of my health insurance costs for the year. And you'll have to do this for all your income. So how about I do my income? All my monthly income is $2,500 every single month. All right, so I'm going to highlight January through December, $2,500. I'm going to come back to my Functions tab, click on Sum, and then I'm going to go to my box, click on the box, and that's $30,000 is my total income, all right, after taxes. For me, it goes right in there. I can do the same thing with all your expenses. You can do all of this through the Functions tab to make your life a little bit easier, all right? After you finish your spreadsheet, all right, and if you have any questions, shoot me some emails, all right? After you finish your spreadsheet, you are going to go to, I got a couple things open here. You are going to go to, all right, the project description instructions from St. Patty's Day, from March 17th, all right? I gave you these original project descriptions. In item 13, there's this conclusion here where there are 4 things you have to do, okay? Item A, what'd you learn about the assignment? B, what will you have to change your current spending habits? Does money go as far as you expected? Each one of these things is listed here in item 13, what you have to do, all right? I will come back to one of your classmates, all right? Projects, all right? You're going to go to your Google Doc, and below where you listed the 2 things that you are doing each month as miscellaneous expenses, I've got something highlighted that says Final Summary, item 13. It says 4 distinct, well-crafted paragraphs. You're going to look at what those 4 things are you have to do from the project description in 13, and you're going to write a paragraph about each one of them in your Google Doc, okay? Does money go as far? Explain it, okay? You're writing a paragraph. It's not a single sentence. Make sure you're kind of following the instructions here. This is the last thing you've got to do. This is today's activity. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I think you guys will be great. Most of you guys are almost there. Let's just finish, get across the finish line here, and we are good to go. So hope everything is well with you. Take care.